Assessore, local minister, Director Emlund, government officials, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to welcome you in our magnificent building, a monastery of the 13th century of the Order of the Augustinians, for the International Conference on SMEs and the Urban Fabric. I would like to thank the Axel and Margaret Foundation, especially the head of the Urban and City Research Program, Mr. Peter Elmlund, for his remarkable work and leadership on promoting knowledge development and research on fundamental issues of our life that everybody is experiencing, such as how to build cities for people, so the so-called people-centered cities, and on the role of public spaces, and of course for generously supporting this conference here in Trento. I would also like to thank the local minister, Achille Spinelli, in charge of the economic development, research, and employment agenda of the autonomous province of Trento, and more generally, the autonomous province of Trento for its long-standing and convinced support to the OECD Trento Center for Local Development. And I should pay a warm welcome to all participants and stakeholders from, let me say that, 19 countries joining us today and tomorrow for the conference. So, we are today in the OECD Trento Center for Local Development. This is our venue. And the center has the mission to build capacities and provide support to policy implementation to national and subnational authorities on issues related to local development. And it's also undertaking a new development as a center of excellence on issues related to spatial productivity. Let me also proudly say that the OECD Trento Center is so far the only OECD center outside Paris. And this is also thanks to the strategic and visionary approach of this small but very innovative province, which is hosting us and which I warmly invite you to visit and discover. We already had the chance yesterday for who of you were with us to taste also some of the local products, some wines and cheese, and I think we really enjoyed it. So tomorrow and today we will discuss together what cities and SMEs do for each other. This is a combination, and it's not an easy relationship sometimes. We sometimes talk about the historical centers, how to do business in a place that should be protected, but how also people should live in this place. This is really not, particularly in Italy, where the architectural constraints are so high. It's not an easy issue. So we will listen to experts from the economic, planning, and social studies, and we'll discuss the complex interplay between SMEs and the city. So cities are leveraging digital innovation to become smarter, but they also need to adapt their infrastructure to the changing demographics and are struggling to bridge climate and inclusion objectives. And economies, national, regional, and local economies need to grow and to be more productive. So what type of economic policies, business regulations, land use, and urban planning can support the performance of SMEs and at the same time contribute to the creation of livable places? This is a question that we constantly ask ourselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are just some of the many important issues we will be discussing over the next 2 days, which I hope will help us to unlock the doors to a better, more inclusive, and more sustainable future for all of us. Thank you very much.